Hello friends. Welcome to Defense Matrix. On this channel you will get fully information about defense and technology. Let's view the video. Operation Neptune Spear, the secret mission that killed Osama bin Laden. The hunt begins. How the CIA tracked Osama bin Laden. After the dust of 9/11 settled, a silent war began, a relentless manhunt that would span nearly a decade. Osama bin Laden had vanished into the shadows, but the CIA never stopped watching, listening, and connecting dots. Operation Neptune Spear didn't begin in 2011, it began years earlier, in the deepest corridors of Langley and the blood-soaked mountains of Tora Bara. The breakthrough came from a name, Abu Ahmed al-Kuwaiti, a trusted courier of bin Laden. For years, the CIA followed a digital and human trail, chasing encrypted whispers and vague sightings. It was a modern-day needle-in-a-haystack mission, driven by advanced surveillance satellites, intercepted phone calls, and risky field intel from agents embedded in hostile regions. By 2010, the CIA tracked al-Kuwaiti to a mysterious compound in Abbottabad, Pakistan, a city just a few kilometers from Pakistan's military academy. This wasn't a cave or remote tribal village, it was a fortress, with no internet, no phone lines, and 18-foot walls topped with barbed wire. Something didn't add up. Why would someone live like this? Why burn trash instead of letting it be collected? Why avoid all digital footprints? Satellite drones, infrared sensors, and round-the-clock surveillance confirmed one thing: someone important lived there. But was it bin Laden? President Obama and his inner circle faced an agonizing dilemma. There was no photo, no voice, no DNA, only a suspicion strong enough to risk a global incident. What followed next would become one of the boldest and most classified missions in modern military history. SEAL Team 6, inside America's most elite special ops unit. When the time came to strike, only one unit was trusted with the job: SEAL Team 6, officially known as DevGRU, Naval Special Warfare Development Group. They are the elite among elites, men trained to move in silence, strike without warning, and vanish before the dust settles. Recruited from the top 1% of Navy SEALs, these warriors undergo brutal physical, psychological, and technical training that pushes the human body beyond its limits. These operators are masters of urban warfare, breaching, CQB, close-quarter battle, and specialized in hostage rescue and counter-terrorism. But what made them perfect for Neptune Spear wasn't just their skill, it was their complete operational secrecy and readiness to operate deep inside enemy territory with minimal support. Each member had undergone countless classified missions in Iraq, Afghanistan, and Somalia. They were fluent in silence, lethal in movement, and united in mission. For Neptune Spear, they trained inside a full-scale replica of bin Laden's compound for weeks, perfecting every corner, stairwell, and doorway. Every detail, from the type of door hinges to stair railing height, was replicated based on satellite imagery and intelligence. They knew the compound better than the men living in it. On the night of the raid, 23 operators, supported by an interpreter and a military dog named Cairo, boarded modified stealth helicopters. Their mission was clear: kill or capture bin Laden, recover intel, and return without leaving a trace. For these men, failure wasn't an option, it had never been. The stealth invasion, high-tech helicopters and night gear. What made Operation Neptune Spear so successful wasn't just human skill, it was the fusion of elite soldiers and cutting-edge technology. This mission showcased the silent power of modern warfare, where darkness and innovation are deadly allies. To avoid detection by Pakistani radar systems, the U.S. used two highly classified stealth-modified Black Hawk helicopters. These aircraft were custom-designed with radar-absorbing materials, altered rotor designs for silent flight, and heat signature suppression systems. They were so secret that even their existence wasn't confirmed until after one crash landed inside the compound. These weren't ordinary choppers, they were ghost machines, flying under radar nets at nap-of-the-earth altitudes, skimming past trees and rooftops in the dead of night. Each SEAL operator was equipped with the latest in night vision gear, infrared laser sights, and helmet-mounted comms systems connected to real-time surveillance feeds. From thousands of feet above, drones hovered, streaming live video to a secure White House Situation Room where President Obama, Secretary Clinton, and key military leaders watched the raid unfold. On the ground, Cairo. The military dog wore tactical armor equipped with sensors and cameras, ready to detect explosives or hidden threats. Every step of the raid was meticulously planned using digital simulations, 3D compound models, and predictive algorithms. The margin of error? Practically zero. Even the crash of one stealth Black Hawk didn't break the mission. It was adaptability under fire, supported by tech, that ensured success. This was no ordinary raid, it was a demonstration of 21st century warfare, where silence, software, and stealth could defeat one of the world's most elusive terrorists. 40 minutes in Abbottabad, the raid that shook the world. At precisely 0:30 local time, the silence over Abbottabad was shattered as two stealth Black Hawk helicopters pierced the darkness. Inside, 23 SEALs braced for impact. Their mission window was just 40 minutes in and out, no errors, no backups. What followed was one of the most daring special operations in U.S. military history. As they approached, one of the stealth helicopters crash-landed inside the compound due to hot air turbulence. But years of training kicked in, no panic, no hesitation. The SEALs immediately secured the perimeter, breaching the compound with explosives and precision. They moved methodically through the three-story mansion, floor by floor. Women and children were separated and secured. Gunfire erupted. On the third floor, a tall man peeked out, Osama bin Laden. SEAL Robert O'Neill, one of the team members, is believed to have delivered the fatal shots. The world's most wanted terrorist was finally neutralized with a double tap to the head and chest. Meanwhile, other SEALs recovered valuable intelligence, computers, hard drives, and documents that would later unravel Al-Qaeda networks across the globe. Back in the White House Situation Room, President Obama and his national security team watched in tense silence. Every second was history unfolding in real time. The team had to move fast. With one helicopter down, they called in a backup Chinook. Before leaving, the SEALs detonated the wrecked Black Hawk to protect its stealth secrets. At exactly 1:10 a.m., they exfiltrated with bin Laden's body. Mission time, 38 minutes, fallout and controversies. What the world didn't see. As news of Osama bin Laden's death hit the airwaves, celebrations erupted across the U.S. But behind the jubilation was a storm of global controversy, political tension, and unanswered questions. First came the international shock. Bin Laden had been hiding not in a remote cave but in a high-security compound near Pakistan's military academy. How could Pakistani intelligence have missed it? Was it negligence or silent complicity? The U.S. had launched a military operation deep within a sovereign nation without informing its government. This raised severe diplomatic friction, with Pakistan calling the act a violation of its sovereignty. Then came the mystery of the body. The SEALs reportedly buried bin Laden at sea, citing Islamic burial customs and the need to prevent a martyr's grave. Critics weren't convinced. Why no photos? Why no video? The lack of visual proof fueled conspiracy theories. Was bin Laden really dead? Was this a cover-up? Back home, debates sparked over the legality of the operation. Some argued it was an extrajudicial assassination, while others hailed it as justice delivered. Legal scholars, human rights organizations, and intelligence experts weighed in, dissecting every angle. Even the raid itself raised tech-related questions. One of the stealth helicopters was left behind, partially intact. Despite the explosion, fragments of top-secret American military technology were reportedly recovered by Pakistani and Chinese officials, posing a national security risk. Lastly, the raid exposed the sheer vulnerability of terror networks in a world where technology, drones, and satellite intelligence reign supreme. Al-Qaeda's command structure was fractured. But the power vacuum gave rise to ISIS, a more brutal and decentralized enemy. Operation Neptune Spear was a success, but it unleashed a new era of warfare, intelligence, and political gamesmanship, many aspects of which are still unfolding today. Legacy of Neptune Spear: how warfare and intel changed forever. Operation Neptune Spear wasn't just a military mission, it became a blueprint for modern warfare. It proved that with the right blend of technology, human intelligence, and elite operators, even the most elusive targets are within reach. After the mission, the US doubled down on drone warfare, real-time surveillance, and rapid response special ops. Military budgets shifted to favor asymmetric warfare, covert missions over conventional battles. Bin Laden's death also sparked a transformation in counter-terrorism policy, leading to the expansion of global surveillance networks and AI-powered threat detection. The operation sent a clear message: no one is untouchable, and for SEAL Team 6, the mission elevated their mythos, forever branding them as the tip of the spear in U.S. defense doctrine. Thanks for watching. Subscribe our channel Defense Matrix for more interesting and knowledgeful videos.